Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 266. In today's episode, we will be buying players and changing our team a couple of times and eventually getting settled on basically the dream squad that I wanted for the next weekend league. So I'm really happy about that. If you do enjoy today's video, do me a favour. Hit the thumbs up button. We're shooting for 2,500 likes. Any help towards that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and you've not watched one of my videos before. So the team was currently looking like this. A little bit like bit part, low chemistry. It wasn't anything that I was ever going to use in like the weekend league. I just stuck Zola in there because, well, I kind of needed something to do with squad battles. I just needed a starting 11. But on the latter stages of the weekend league, so like Sunday night, just before Squad Battles rewards came out, I actually put a bid on a Julian Brandt because I thought, well, if we didn't want to spend loads of our coins next week, or if we couldn't quite afford what we wanted to buy, at least I would have a cheap version of Julian Brandt, and that could get my squad bringing Muller and Witzel back into the side, and we could have like a full squad, and it would be like nearly a full strength squad, you know. Again, after moving a little position change for Brandt and stuff, we'll get the chemistry up to like maybe 99 or something. A few players on 8 chem, but you know what? They're TOTS players. They've all got such great stats anyway. That will be absolutely fine. So this would be how I would start this team if I was to have kept it. But spoiler alert, we're not going to be keeping it. But you can have a quick glance at my my tactics and stuff like that, and see what I'm using, and just rearranging the squad and stuff so that everyone fits in where they should do. So Brandt would be brought in to be a one of my wide cams, Witzel back at DM, and then Muller up front with Neymar. So I got gold 1 again in squad battles. That brings me up to 480,000 coins, and we get 3 little packets as well. The first one's going to be something, but it's just going to be boards. No walkout, no blue, nothing like that. We're going to get Spanish striker from Valencia, which is going to be Rodrigo. Okay, 83 overall from the worst pack from Squad Battles rewards. I'll take it as long as it starts to get better throughout. You know, once we get to the better packs, hopefully we get slightly better items in those packs. So Prime Mixed Players pack next. Actually quite like that I've been managing to get gold 2 or gold 1 in squad battles every single week for the last few, with no real intention to do that, apart from there's been objectives that I can complete in squad battles, which allows me to then get extra rewards, as well as a free like 89, 90 rated player, which I'll definitely use for fodder. So that side of the game, about 6 or 7 games of squad battles a week has been getting me a few extra packs, a few extra coins, as well as an objective player. I really like that, and I really hope that that sort of thing sticks around for the future. Unfortunately, we get Pozuelo in this pack, which you would now realise to be a blue player. Don't worry, I didn't get scammed out of it. I just opened these. This was before Monday night at 6 PM when the new TOTS came out. This was when Squad Battles rewards actually came out. So that night I went to sleep and I listed Julian Brandt. 88,000 coins, so 12,000 more than we bought him for, and he actually sold overnight. So we actually make a quick bit of, only a little bit of profit, but profit nonetheless. It brings us up to 564,000 coins. Excellent stuff. So I then realised that, okay, I'm probably not going to be, unless Brandt drops back down in price and I can buy him back, I'm probably going to be looking to get what my dream squad is for this weekend league, as opposed to the cheaper version of it, buying in the Bundesliga player. So the next thing I went and did was the squad battles. So you can see that I'm already getting points for this week's squad battle session, which is great. It means that we're going to get another gold 2 or another gold 1 later in the week, I'm assuming, because we unlock Golovin. So Golovin is another free 89 rated player. Doesn't look like the worst player in the world. 490 plus stats there, and 4-star skill, 4-star weak foot. I think he could be an okay centre mid when I look at those, like the defensive stats are brought down by heading accuracy, and with the right chem style he could be okay, but I do think he's probably still not quite up to snuff compared to like what we've got, so he'll go into my list of fodder. And this is my list of fodder. So this is stuff that I would happily put into an SBC at this point. Yes, Overmars is in there. Yes, Bernardo Silva is in there. It would have to be for the right one, the right SBC for me to put him in. Probably same for Overmars as well. I wouldn't just put it into an 85 rated squad, I don't think. However, at this stage of the game, I'm never going to use them again. So I would put them into something if that meant that I got something out of it, all right? So yeah, the squad goes back to this, which is fun. But then I started looking for a Memphis Depay, and he was around 380. And then I saw that one at 353, so I snapped it up quick. Now, my anticipation is that the market is just on a downward trend. So me buying these players so early in the week is probably not a good idea at all. I wouldn't be surprised that by the time you're watching this, Depay is maybe even cheaper than what I bought him for. And that is a bit of an issue, but I also wanted to buy them. I wanted to try them out, because if the players that I buy here today aren't what I want for the weekend league, then it's good to know that. And again, it's content for you guys, isn't it? We got this video out today because, of course, we've bought Memphis Depay and another player as well. So we start off by putting my storyline Aouar into the squad, because I didn't have enough coins for the Tots Aouar, which is the dream, right? I wanted the 2 Leon boys. So I thought, okay, well, that's kind of good enough for now. It brings Atal back into the squad. You guys were telling me that I was disrespecting Atal by not having him even on the bench the other day. So welcome back to the starting 11, mate. You know, that is how much I respect Atal on this game. I love him. And then I went through my club, sold all the rares and lots of the non-rares so that I could get my coin balance up. And in that time, Aouar had dropped from 270 to 240. And I managed to pick one up for 235. Unfortunately, I've seen him down at 215. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the time you're watching this, he's in the 100s and something. I can't quite fathom that, because this card is like... It's unreal for the price that you pay. People are saying, well, he's got a 3-star weak foot, so is Depay. I just think that is an easy sacrifice. I hope anyway. We'll see. I guess we'll see. But Aouar, with his stats, he looks like a complete menace. He's like a club 90 player with an anchor chemistry style, which is what the one I bought had on him. So I was happy with that. And then we're going to put a sniper on Memphis. You can see all of the players that I was able to sell in order to get up to enough coins to be able to buy Aouar. But yeah, like I'm so happy that we've been able to. I didn't think after selling my weekend league players from last week and having about 550k, I didn't think that we'd be able to actually afford Depay and Aouar for this weekend league, because Aouar was sitting around 300, Memphis was sat over 400, so it's like that's way too far off. I'm 150, 200k away from getting my players, and then they dropped even further. So yeah, I can probably see myself losing loads of money again, but hey, at least our squad is super strong, ready for the upcoming weekend league, right? So tomorrow, obviously, you'll get my rewards or a guaranteed TOTS pack or something like that. It'll be something fun. And then, obviously, we're aiming to use this squad in the weekend league. So this is my 4-2-2. For those of you that keep DMing me and keep tweeting me and commenting, like... I show my instructions and tactics and stuff quite often, but this, I need to remember this, episode 266, this is the episode I'm going to push people to if they are asking me about my instructions and stuff, because this is what I use. You can see that I use 4 balanced, balance 4-4 in terms of depth and width. You can see everything else on there, and then I'm actually going through the actual instructions that I use on each player in each position in the 4-2-2. I have, however, decided to also make this 4-3-3-4, which is something that I've been struggling against and people have recommended to me. So I thought, you know what? Why not try it out? I think I made a bit of an error. I think Depay should be up front and Neymar should maybe be back at cam in this one. But I switched that around in game and actually it didn't matter too much. And this was a slightly more aggressive stance. So pressure on heavy touch, fast build up. Still 4-4 on the depth. Maybe I should push that up to 5 or 6. However, this is still very aggressive. So even Aouar's going to push up and get further up the pitch. Alan's going to try and hold back, but I've noticed even him pushing up. So that just leaves a defence. And then loads of players forward. Can you imagine what that does against a 4-2-3-1 when they counter you? It means you're going to probably be a bit exposed. But it might be good for those games where I really need people to push and get goals. So this was the first game of the week of Rivals that I went into for that day. Bronze team. He didn't score an own goal. He just paused and quit. Unfortunate, but hey, whatever, we move on. And this was the second team I came up against in Rivals. Yep, instantly, same guy, same thing again. He's just going to pause. He's just going to quit. I mean, you might as well just give the goal to someone. Maybe they're pushing for the next division so they can settle in rewards for the next few weeks, which is what I was actually doing here. Not only did I want to try and work towards... Or test out my new players, but I actually wanted to work towards Div 3 because Div 3 rank 3 is 2 50k packs and 2 35k packs as opposed to Div 4 rank 3 which is 4 mega packs. So we might as well try and push for that. So that was the aim. And I came up against this squad with lots of icons in it, and Prime Ronaldinho scored against me after 5 minutes, and it just gave me that reminder that this time last year we were running around with Prime Ronaldinho like absolutely loving life. Yeah, what a shame that we don't have him this year, and we could never afford him and stuff. Hopefully next year, like, Icon SBCs would be back, maybe even alongside Icon swaps, because I think the two could live together, and I think that could be something that would really work well. Anyway, so that's sort of like an idea that I would love to see implemented for the next FIFA. But we're 3-0 down here, so things weren't going well. But I thought, you know what, I might as well use this as a learning exercise. Maybe we try out this 4-3-3, see if it can do anything. Because I started in the 4-2-2, and then once we started conceding goals, I switched to 4-3-3 to see if it would make a difference. And what do you know? We find ourselves a couple of goals back in it, and then at half-time it's 3-2. You know, like, this game is not as far away as I thought it was. A pretty similar story to some of the weekend league games that I've been showing you lately as well, where I'd been going 2 or 3 goals down and then just clawing it back. I've got to stop that. I've got to learn how to defend and actually go into the lead. But there's a 3-star weak foot goal for you from Memphis Depay. I'm honestly not too worried about that stat from him. I think that it could be okay. Yeah, I'm going to bottle a few chances with it, and it might actually cost me a couple of games. Weirdly enough, this guy, when he got to 3-all, it disconnected. What's that mean? I thought I was going to end up winning that game. Maybe he quit out. I don't know. But he was like on the ball. So maybe he got kicked from the servers. I certainly didn't get kicked from the servers. But yeah, that game was over. It counts as a draw, which is unfortunate. Because I think we had the momentum there to maybe keep pushing and keep going to maybe win the match. Second game, strong team. Messi, red Frankie de Jong, red Felipe Anderson, Tots Aguero. Really fast centre-backs in Militao and Manolas. I think I still annoyed a few of you when I didn't take Manolas last week and I took Ilicic. In retrospect, or in hindsight now, I would have taken Manolas because even though I don't necessarily plan on using him, Ilicic wasn't very good in game. However, he's still the higher rate of fodder, so maybe I chose the right thing anyway. But look at this, 23 minutes in, Memphis Depay scored twice. He is looking spicy. He's genuinely looking very, very fiery on the ball and like getting in the right spots. Very quick, very good dribbling. Obviously got some 5-star skill moves, lots of strength, really powerful shots. And I got a 3-0 rage quit after 20-something minutes. Jeez, I mean, that is what you love to see, because that's going to give me not only the rivals points, but it's going to push me up a little bit further. And it only took 25 FIFA minutes. Lovely stuff. Then we come up against this. Nice team. The 3 informs are a little bit outdated at this point. Mane, Martial, and Saint Maximin. They're probably not up to scratch at this stage of the game. However, they didn't feel it. Like, they kind of gave me some trouble. But it is Serge Gnabry, the player that I really didn't get on with last week, or a couple of weeks ago, that I end up conceding to. And look at this, I was dominating this match, I was fully going for it, and somehow I went 1-0 down. So the goal that we end up getting was from Aouar. He was still in such a forward position. Again, I think I'm playing my wide one at this point. It's 1-1. We finally get the goal back into it, but then I concede kind of right at the very end, and it felt very unfortunate. But there were still a few minutes left, and I was able to get another goal here. And I genuinely thought there's still a chance that I could even win this one. We just got attacked twice. I think I threw the kitchen sink at him, as you love to see. And it's I think it's Ryan Kent that ends up getting the goal. Him and Muller working nicely. They are probably the 2 better attacking super subs that I bring on. So at least we didn't end up like losing that one. I deserved the win in that game. I absolutely demolished. It was crazy. But a good display once again from my players, and actually Aouar getting a goal was nice to see. So we end up getting probably the final thing we're going to get in the season pass. I'm not going to make it to level 30. There's just no way. I don't think I can get the amount of XP needed even though it's a short amount of XP, I just don't think there's enough stuff left for me to do because I left so much stuff out in the mid gap earlier on in the season. But it's okay. Those players would never make it into my squad. It would have just been a free piece of 90 rated fodder. But look at the pace from Memphis, and I cut it inside to make sure I hit that on his right foot. So that's maybe all I need to do to stay on the strong foot as opposed to hitting with a 3-star weak. And then look at this dribbling and stuff from Awar. The changes of direction, super quick. And that's a deft finish. I love the little, like, it's just looping. It didn't look like it was very powerful, but what a finish that is from the Frenchman. And we are 2-0 up here. 2-0 and kind of cruising. And then Alan turns the defenders. And I didn't expect Alan to score. Because his shot has been pretty woeful for me in clutch opportunities in the weekend league. So kind of glad that he was able to get a goal, and things were looking quite good in this game. However, my opponent didn't rage quit, and he managed to get a goal back. It actually had probably a slightly better first half than me, but we'd been very clinical with our opportunities. So into the second half, it's all still to play for. So we push forward here with Atal. Cut it inside, knock it to Memphis. Sorry, it's Thomas Muller. We knock it into Thomas Muller, who I'd brought on, and he manages to get another goal. Memphis then scores a penalty that we get gifted, so we're 5-1 up. At this point, there's no chance we win in the game, and there's my new celebration there. I love that. It's sort of the little basketball celebration with the fadeaway. It's really nice. But Rodrigo showing his 5-star weak foot again, like scoring another very powerful strike into the near post. Does get another goal back from my opponent, but then look at that. What a ball from Memphis, and actually what a finish from Neymar. Yeah, I like this 4-3-3. It was working out for me, so I think I might have another formation for the weekend league, which is an odd bonus to come out of this video. Like, I didn't think that would work for me. I thought I needed the 2 strikers, but actually the cam, if you tell them to stay forward, kind of plays like another striker. Plus you've got wingers. You're just a little exposed at the back, especially when you've got attacking players like Awar in your midfield who loves to get forward, and I actually love him to get forward as well. So with that win, we actually bring ourselves up into Division 3. So that's great. That means that when we just coast now and get rank 3 every week, we will get 2 mega packs and 2 50k packs, which is good. Means that we'll get them for, I guess, the ultimate TOTS rewards as well next week with rewards week. But this week, obviously, we'll just get our 4 mega packs as normal. I mean, I'm actually quite close to rank number 2. There's potential that I might push to that to get those rewards this week. However, I am currently done, so I don't think I would. And I don't want to risk the chance of getting like relegated again, because I've probably only got to lose a couple of games and I'd get relegated because I'm just on the cusp of Div 3. So again, we'll see what happens, but I might just leave it so that we get the rewards guaranteed for next week and going forward. So yeah, what a start for the 2 new boys. I'm glad Atal's back in the squad. I really love him. And I'm really glad that we were able to get Awar and Depay. Whether or not we lose 200,000 coins on those 2 players over the next few days, it is probable. You know what happens when Lasty buys a player. But you know what? I'm starting to just not care about that anymore. We're trying to have fun with these new players every week. And I've certainly got the ones that I was really interested in to try out this week already, which I'm buzzing about. Maybe we get a couple of them in red. Maybe we get Awar and Memphis in red. We got coins again, boys. We'll see what happens. But yeah, look forward to my rewards. They're probably coming up for you guys tomorrow. And of course, we'll also have like the guaranteed League On TOTS pack and stuff to do as well, which I definitely want to do this time because I've been saving my fodder for it. That's going to be the episode though, boys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit me with a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I thank you for that. And of course, don't forget, social media links are down below in the description. Guys, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll catch you tomorrow with another video. Peace.